Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Cartoon Network Speedway. So we played as Johnny Bravo, Etta and Nettie, so we're going to go ahead and play as Courage for this episode, or for this cup. And, Courage is like flying in some sort of saucer or something. He's the only character that doesn't have a car. But yeah, so, I haven't seen a whole lot of Courage, actually. I wasn't really the type to watch Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Like, yeah, I just wasn't really... I guess just not that I wasn't in the show, into the show. It's just that, like... Whoa, okay, yeah, Courage has the best turning, out of all the characters. So I was wrong in the last episode when I said that Sheep has the best turning. Courage definitely has the best. But yeah, I just never really got into it. I mean, out of all the shows that are represented here, Etta and Eddie's really the only one that I watched for a long time. And even then, I watched, like... I watched probably a season. Okay, never mind. I watched Etta and Eddie for a full season, Sheep in the Big City for a full season. Those were the two that I watched the most. Never really got into Courage. Johnny Bravo, I always wanted to get into, but it was just kind of past my time. Like, it was already out for a really long time by the time I got interested for this stuff. But, yeah, so it's one of those situations. But yeah, this may be the finale. It'll depend on how long these 3 cups were, but I realized that while I was finishing the last video, 2 cups worth was only 12 minutes long. So depending on how long these are, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the game here. It should be funny, so far, my only 2-part Let's Play. Yeah, I've been missing out on those turbo boosts. But yeah. But yeah, like I said, we're not collecting any of the characters here. Because all the characters are, like... You have to unlock them in the challenge mode. I've played the challenge mode. It sucks. I've been able to unlock a few characters. All the challenge mode is it's just basically a quick race. But you see these stars lying around? If you collect 5 of them and get a certain score, then you'll unlock a character. So you collect all 5 stars, and then you get, like, a score of over, let's say, like, 5,000, and then you unlock a character. I unlocked Muriel, Susie, and Johnny 2x4, and then I got stuck, because the game required me to get, like, an absurd amount of points in a level, and I'm like, this is literally impossible. There's no way I'm able to do this. So I just gave up. But yeah, so... But yeah, whenever I play this game on my own, I usually play as Sheep. I like his car the best. I like how it's like a taxi. But also because he's by far the best character. But yeah. It's Farm Frolics, again, from the last cup. I mean, I will say this, they reuse a lot of the stages, but as far as I know, they don't use a stage 3 times. Like, I think they only reuse it once. Which would make sense, because in the last episode I said that... in the last episode I said that there's only, like, 10 actual different stages, and the rest of them are, and the rest of the stages are just reused. So yeah, I think they only use each stage twice. So it's not like that terribly bad. It's not like they're constantly reusing the same stages or the same stage. It's not like Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart or Mario Kart Super Circuit where it's like we're just gonna have the exact same look of the stage but with slightly changed level design. Like, yeah, Bowser Castle 3. Woo! Yeah, this stage's theme is not, like, the best in the world. Whoa, sheep, where'd you come from? And also, this is the stage where, I think this is the stage where, I got stuck in challenge mode. This is the stage that they wanted me to get an absurd amount of points. And I was just like, I'm not doing that. So yeah, what's going to be the Let's Play after this? I have no idea. I'll have to kind of look through my games and decide what I want to do. Because I don't want it to be another Cartoon Network game. You know, this is playing 2 Cartoon Network games back-to-back. Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi and now this. So preferably I don't want it to be another Cartoon Network game. Preferably I don't want it to be another licensed game. Because in terms of licensed games, this is, what, the 3rd one that we played back-to-back? Yeah, because the one... Or no, the 4th one? Because before Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi, it was Nicktoons, right? Or was it some other game? It was either Nicktoons or another game. So, yeah, yeah, Courage's handling works wonders in this stage. There's so many secrets, in these stages. Not secrets, but, shortcuts. Like, every stage has, like, 3 of them. Even in the last stage that I played, I missed, like, 1 shortcut that I just kept on forgetting to miss. So that's kind of neat. And of course, I love this stage's theme. It's so catchy. Yeah. This song's really, really catchy. Like I said, this game's soundtrack is pretty good. I mean, I like a lot of these songs. Most of these songs I enjoy. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know what the next Let's Play will be. Oh, by the way, I want to mention this. So my hand is getting kind of cramped here. And if you're wondering, I'm using keyboard controls. So that means that left trigger is using your item, right trigger is jumping, and the A button is moving, which means my fingers are in the weirdest position possible. Okay, so what time is it right now? 9 minutes. I'll play one more. Actually, you know what? It's 9 minutes. You know, I'll go ahead and play this cup, and then probably by the end of this cup, it'll be at, like, 15 minutes. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll just probably play all 3 cups. Because by the end of this cup, it'll probably be, like, 7 or 8 minutes. Or not, or, like, sorry, it'll be, like, you know, at, like, the 15-minute mark. Or the 17-minute mark. And at that point, it's like, well, if I make another video and play 1 cup... what just happened? Huh. I must have got hit by something. Um, like, if I make another video and only play one cup, that'll be a really short video. So I'll just end it. I'll just play the last 2 cups. So here's for the finale, my first 2-episode Let's Play. So you're noticing that that Chicken's handling is really good, or not handling, but speed is really good, and acceleration's really good. He's one of the more faster characters in the game. Oh, and by the way, if you're also wondering, you probably aren't, but if you're also wondering, no, there are no difficulty modes or speeds. It's just one speed. Okay, I think I figured out what happened there. If you do very sharp turns on that ice, then you're gonna get hurt. So, you know, try your best to do very tiny turns. Also, everybody's catching up to me really fast. I'm noticing that. Get out of here. But yeah, so we're playing as Chicken from the critically acclaimed show that nobody remembers, Cow and Chicken. Seriously, this show is like... There you go, that's what I recommend doing, just jumping a bunch. No, but seriously, like, this show wasn't even regarded as good when it came out. When it came out, it was just seen as, like, a Ren and Stimpy clone. It wasn't seen as anything more. So, it's weird how they're included in so many games. They're in, Cartoon Network Block Party has the same issue. Cartoon Network Block Party, the only franchises that are covered are Ed, Edd n Eddy, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, and, not Sheep in the Big City. Sadly, Sheep in the Big City had to be left out, but, yeah, it was Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, Ed, Edd n Eddy, and Courage the Cowardly Dog. Only those 4. Oh my gosh, this song's so good. This song is so catchy. This song is so catchy. It's probably one of my favorite songs in the game. Yeah, so catchy. Actually, this cup will introduce us to another new stage, which is the haunted house stage, or the scary stage. I forgot that we haven't gotten to that stage yet. But yeah, each cup has like 1 or 2 new stages, you know. And then the other 1 or 2, the other 2 or 3 stages are, okay, so yeah, when you're playing as Chicken, Cow pops up, yeah. The other 2 or 3, stages are just ones that we've seen before. So in this case, there are 2 new stages. There's this and the Halloween stage. But yeah, I think nostalgia is probably what makes me think this game is so good. Because like I said, I've played it a ton. It's probably one of my favorite Game Boy Advance games. Which is saying a lot, because there's a lot of Game Boy Advance games that I enjoy. But it is probably one of my favorite Game Boy Advance games. Like, in terms of nostalgia, it's like this, Sonic Advance 2, and, this, Sonic Advance 2, and, like, I don't know, SpongeBob Super Sponge are, like, really near and dear to me for nostalgia reasons. Hot Rod Johnny, again. Oh, okay, what just happened there? That was so weird. I pressed right, and it just didn't work. Is my right key going out? That was really strange. So I'm not really checking on the time, but if this if this episode turns out to be like 25 minutes, I'm sorry about that. Like I said, I didn't want to end the video off at 9 minutes, so I'm like, well, I'll just go ahead and finish all 3 cups in one session. Because if I finish the episode at 9 minutes, then the next cup will be short, so it's like, get out of here, guys, get out of here. I want to be first. Get out of here. There you go. But yeah. The scary stage is up next. That's the next stage. Man, these CPUs are gaining on me. I mean, seriously. Like, if I wasn't using these little bubble things, they'd probably pass me. Alright, and there we go. Yeah, there you go. Scary Speedway. Yeah, Scary Speedway is the only song in the game that I don't think is that good, but it's also one of the only songs in history that I know of that actually uses a scream as part of the song. But yeah, I think somebody, I think Cartoon Review mentioned it, and I kind of understand this, is that he says there's too many stages based on just basic themes. And it's like, yeah, I can see that. There's some stages based on, you know, based on Johnny Bravo. There's some stages based on Ed, Edd n Eddy, some based off Cow and Chicken, and then there's some like this, where it's just your generic, like, haunted house stage, with nothing really distinguishing it to, you know, against other Halloween stages. And it's not based off a certain franchise. So I'm like, yeah, I understand that. But it's a pretty short stage overall, and it's a pretty easy one. That good old stock scream sound effect that's been used throughout the entirety of this stage. That's new. Huh. I don't think I've ever gotten this... How long does this go on for? Wow, that lasted a very long time. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten that attack before. Or not gotten that attack, but I've never got hit by that attack before. Huh. Alright, and there you go. Let's look at the time here. I'm kind of curious. 19... Wow, 19 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I'm going in for the long haul. I mean, if I stop now, then the next episode's going to be like 10 minutes, so... Cartoon Crunch Challenge! But luckily, I'm playing as the fastest character in the game, so hopefully this won't last too long. Yeah, look at this. Look, I just blazed past all the other characters. Yeah, Sheep is the fastest character in the game. I don't think his handling's that great, but that's really not an issue with these stages. Like, you don't really need good handling for these stages. Ah, crap. But yeah, I'm gonna go in for the long haul this time, just finish it up here. Jabmaster's first two-part Let's Play, yeah. Apparently there is a sixth, sixth is a very hard word to say. Apparently there's a sixth cup in the game. Apparently you have to do some, like, stupid crap to unlock it. I won't be playing that cup, because apparently you have to do, like, a bunch of stuff that I frankly just don't want to do. Wrong way? What do you mean wrong way? Okay, yeah. Sometimes the game gets wrong way. What do you mean I'm not going the wrong way? Yeah, sometimes the game gets confused. I'm not going the wrong way. I'm not going the wrong way. Okay, now I'm back to being in first. Okay. Yeah, sometimes the game gets really confused. I think it's like sometimes when maybe you like pass a certain point, or maybe when you're going like when you start going way past the CPUs, like in this situation. Like, look at the bottom right. Look at the bottom right. I am just like blasting away from the CPUs. Sometimes the game will get confused and think you're going the wrong way. But when you pass the finish line, it'll come back to its senses and be like, "Oh, yeah, you're in first. Okay." But yeah, there we go. Like I said, Sheep is the best and fastest character in the game. Everybody will agree with that. Hey, look, it's the stage we just saw. So, yeah, I think we only have one new stage here. And just like this stage, it's a very, like, basic stage that has no real, it has no show theme. It's just kind of like, here's a stage. It's a neat stage, I'll give it that. I really like the final race in this game. I very much like the aesthetic. It's something that not a lot of games do, let alone kart racers. But I like it. It's kind of cool. But yeah, it's funny, because Sheep in the Big City is included here, this is the only game where Sheep in the Big City is represented. The only game. It's just kind of strange. It makes it even more stranger why they chose him. Like I said, it wasn't a popular series. But, like, with how good Nickelodeon Kart Racers has been, I'd love to see, like, another crack at a Cartoon Network racing game. But sadly, it seems that after the Steven Universe games and the OKKO games, they seem to really not be interested in making new games based off Cartoon Network shows. Which stinks. Nickelodeon's going, though. Nickelodeon's still going. Okay, this is the stage. Movie Mayhem! Yeah, it's a stage, you know, I really like this. I think it's a really neat aesthetic. It's all, you know, you're on a film reel and you see, like, you know, film stereotypes in the background. It's cool. I really like this stage. It's a neat concept. Something that you don't see very often in racing games. I think it'd be really cool if Mario Kart had a stage where you're on, like, a film reel. But yeah, so... yeah. It's a fun little stage. Um... Yeah, it's just, yeah, yet again, it's like I was talking about it earlier, yeah. It's just weird how Sheep in the Big City's included. Because it makes it the only game that Sheep in the Big City is included in. And yeah, that's it. He's never been included in any other... Oh, right. This is what I was talking about. So yeah, Nickelodeon has not stopped making games, though. Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3 comes out later this year. SpongeBob Cosmic Shake comes out later this year. Nickelodeon's riding high on it. So, you know, kudos to them. I kind of wish Cartoon Network would do the same and we'd get Cartoon Network games again, but sadly, I don't think that's going to happen. Luckily, though, we got a good racing game in the form of this and, you know, Cartoon Network racing. And we've got a really good Smash Bros. Style fighting game in the term of Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion and, debatably, Multiverses. So, it's not too bad. I mean... yeah, here's the final stage in the game. It's a new stage based off Ed, Edd n Eddy. I don't really know why this stage is played after the movie stage. I mean, you'd think, like, the movie stage would be the big finale, but whatever. I'm not the developers. I don't even know. But it's got a catchy theme to it, so I'm fine with it. Yeah, and there's the poodle that I mentioned, Swanky. Look at this. You're just blasting through all the opponents. No. I'm going so fast that turns are getting hard to make. Yeah, so this is the last race in the game. I beat this game all in one sitting. Because I'm recording this this part right after the last part. Okay. Oh, I didn't get it. That's okay. I'm so far ahead that I don't really need it. And that's it. That is it for Cartoon Network Speedway. And that's it. Is there like a credits in the options? Can I look at a credit? Yeah, credits. There you go. Alright, so yeah, that's it for Cartoon Network Speedway. I really like this game. A lot of people don't, and I totally understand it. Yeah, I like it. I have fun playing it, so I guess to me, it's all that matters. It's fun. Yeah, it's nostalgic. So, there you go. I'll leave you off with that.